Hey man, say man, so you telling me God woke you up again and you ain't trying to thank him for another day, man? Glory be unto God, you see what I'm saying, bro? And today, y'all, what it do, YouTube? What's good with y'all, man? Today we got feds alleged Lil Durk dropped $1 million on Quando Rondo's head. This just allegedly now. I ain't gonna lie, I say allegedly, bro, but shoot. That's just weird, bro. There's been a lot of speculations. You know, this happened a while ago. This happened like 22. This happened like 6 years ago, but like I ain't gonna lie, like it's been a lot of speculations. Like I heard like Lil Durk set it up. I heard King Von was set up. I heard it's been so much going on with this with this situation. We don't know the truth. We know who killed them though, but yet it's still so many rumors going around. Like it's so weird. You feel me? I don't got too much to say though, but I ain't gonna lie though. Like when it's like a famous person with something, it's always a lot of rumors. There's always gonna be rumors going around. You feel me? That's why like famous stuff to me, bro, I don't know. I want to be a YouTuber though, so I'm gonna have to be famous if I'm gonna be that. But it's like I don't really care for it. I just want a little fam that I get on the tube, you feel me? React with y'all, y'all feel me? I love y'all, you feel me? We comment, we talk to each other. I'm gonna start live streaming when I get, you feel me? We gonna talk to each other for real, you feel me? I don't got too much to say though, bro. Love y'all. I'm glad to God. I hope y'all having a good day. We gonna have shit to it, man. Let's do that. See what talking about.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on the feds alleging that Lil Durk put $1 million hit on Quando Rondo.
That's crazy, bro.
Now, you don't have to crash to get cash. And if you've heard of
this guy, hey, free cash be working though, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I can merch. Even though they ain't promote my junk, they junk real. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, they junk real.
Cash app. Now, Remo would post to Instagram, the feds reportedly claim Lil Durk put $1 million bounty on Quando Rondo's head, and it would come with some paperwork stating the discovery also shows that defendant Banks used his trusted lieutenants, defendant Wilson and co-conspirator 5, to recruit hitmen to fly to Southern California on August 18th, 2022 to kill Quando Rondo.
Oh.
Consistent with defendant Banks' promise to reward co-conspirators, defendant Wilson solicited hitmen by promising to pay a $1 million reward on behalf of defendant Banks in exchange for flying to LA to commit the murder. Something I can't see what it says because I got Jalise. It says she reposted it. The government has also disclosed a list of defendant Banks and OTF's music video.
Shoot, my fault. I be forgetting my camera info. Oh, bro, freak it. We over here with it then.
In which defendant
y'all can't even. Damn, there's so much going on. Y'all can't even see the words at the bottom now. Yeah, freaking. I'm putting y'all top right. We at top right with y'all. I mean, I'm putting myself top right on, bro. That's cool. That's smooth. I want y'all to see everything. I want y'all to see everything that's going on so y'all can peep with me because I might be missing something. You feel me?
Wilson, Houston, da-da-da. And the rest is cut off, right? And we can jump into the comment section. Jalise is saying free Quando. Some other people are reacting. This person is saying they got this from free a Vlad interview why he go to jail? Lil Tim did. Now, before we get into that interview, this is the federal website Pacer where you can look up Fed cases, right? And this is the actual motion filed by the government in which this paperwork is in. Now, what they're talking about in this, in response to a claim, the defendant's reply brief that nowhere does this discovery set forth anything resembling a fix. It's just like a lot of legal shit, a lot of quoting cases, etc., etc.
That look crazy.
And then this is where we get into the details. Here, the detailed SSI, together with the government's substantial and organized discovery, the government has alleged, and its discovery clearly supports the straightforward theory that defendant Banks told co-conspirators he would reward anyone who helped kill his rival, Quando Rondo. That defendant Banks and other OTF conspirators attempted to murder Quando in Los Angeles, and that even though the co-conspirators killed the other guy, not Quando, defendant Banks nonetheless rewarded co-conspirators by, among other things.
So this that case, y'all remember when Quando Rondo friend got killed? Y'all remember what I'm talking about where he was screaming? No? Y'all remember exactly what I'm talking about?
Protect your...
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This junk crazy. I don't even want to see the news, bro. Because they ain't going to show the full thing for real.
say the apparent target of this is right across gunfire. They're under.
Y'all remember this?
Sheriff's called paramedics.
Leaks is
Man,
reportedly
what the
facing
freak? They
felony.
not showing nothing, bro.
Is your kid a good
And all
student but
these
a bad
ads,
test
they
taker?
blowing me, chat. They blowing me. Y'all remember what I'm talking about? Remember Quando Rondo friend got killed in the SUV? He was screaming. Yeah, this SUV right here.
We've learned the
Y'all
victim
remember this?
is a friend of rapper Quando Rondo. The officers moved the body. So far,
Y'all remember
no
this?
arrests have been made. Appears to show
That joint
Quando
crazy,
Rondo
bro.
distraught while first
Bro was
responders
tripping.
moved the body.
He was screaming. No, they not trying to play it because it was crazy the way he was screaming, bro. That just sounded wild. I ain't gonna lie. But if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. I think this the case. I think this what they talking about, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Not Quando. Defendant Banks nonetheless rewarded co-conspirators
So
by
the
among
person
other
who
things,
did that, or the people who did that, they still got paid for it. I guess is what I'm looking at.
featuring many of the direct participants in the murder in music videos and rap lyrics in the months following the murder. For example, the government anticipates that a cooperating witness will testify that defendant Banks made clear to the witness and other OTF members that anyone who killed Quando would be made straight, otherwise known as handsomely rewarded.
That's
The
crazy.
discovery also shows the defendant
Hey, they
Banks
catching
used his
the code
trusted
words.
lieutenants, and this is where it's going to break everything down, right? This is where we see the paperwork Remo posted. Consistent with defendant Banks' promise to reward co-conspirators, defendant Wilson solicited hitmen by promising to pay $1 million. Now, this is very important, right? Because how it's being projected is Durk was the one that offered the $1 million.
Yeah.
And as everyone knows, Durk is the only one in this camp worth more than $1 million to be able to offer
Right.
$1 million. But looking at this paperwork, the feds are alleging Banks was the one offering the hit. But the paperwork is stating defendant Wilson solicited the hitman by promising to pay $1 million on behalf of Durk. Now, Drew Finling, Durk's lawyer, Melly's lawyer, Young Boy's lawyer, I guarantee you is gonna pick this apart because it doesn't
they
seem
got
like
the
they
same-
have anything saying
I'm
Durk
knowing
is
he
the-
got paid. What's his name? Drew Finland? He was lawyers for all them gay. What the freak?
this apart because it doesn't seem like they have anything saying Durk is the one who said this.
Yeah.
Durk is the one who said that. It's a whole lot of these dudes were saying it on behalf of Durk. And now the feds are like, look, we got a guy that's willing to testify that Durk said he was gonna do this. But other than that, it's almost all their word against his. And the whole reason they're willing to testify is because they're wrapped up in this case. They have no other way to get out because they can't afford a $1 million lawyer.
Right.
So the only thing they can do is, well, Durk said this, Durk said that, Durk said this. But all the paperwork is saying other people said it. It's not saying Durk said it. They don't have video. They don't have text from Durk. They don't have none of that. It's all other people putting the pieces together.
YouTube
I ain't gonna
Premium.
lie though. Other people, they be having that junk faster than the police do sometimes. You feel me? Y'all go on the street internet like shows like DJ Vlad and other people like they'll put their junk together better than the police, folks. Man, people been saying King Von killed old girl in Chicago, K.I. Man, the police found that out after he died. They been saying that for. They been put that. You feel me? Like that just be crazy, bro.
None of that.
That just be
It's
wild.
all other people putting the pieces together. Now, this is interesting because this isn't talking about a $1 million bounty on Quando's head. This is talking about a $1 million bounty on Lil Tim's head after killing King Von.
Well, you were lucky to a certain degree because you're in Georgia and Georgia has a stand your ground law.
Right.
If this had happened in LA or New York, you wouldn't have been able to, have that law work in your benefit. And unfortunately, the law works both ways. Because, Trayvon Martin, when George Zimmerman killed him, he used that same law to get off. Even
That was a crazy case, not gonna lie. I don't really agree with that.
though I thought that was bullshit, but whatever, it is what it is. But in your case, it actually helped you because it was proven that you were protecting your friend and you were standing your ground, and ultimately they had to drop all the charges. How did Quando react when you finally told him?
I was super happy, but he probably was happier than me. He tried to come through the phone. He like, boy, we finna do this, we finna do that, we finna do this, we finna do that. He making plans for me I ain't even made for my own self. He like, cuz we about to get this real money now, all this type of stuff. Like, he more happier than me.
Well, but at that time, you couldn't actually be around Quando?
No.
Because what, were you under some sort of
That was
guidelines?
like, yeah.
You can't be around certain people?
Yeah. But I'm like,
What's crazy about that too is if y'all remember, Durk and Vaughn caught that attempted murder in Atlanta. And they weren't allowed to be around each other or communicate with each other because they were co-defendants in the case.
Yeah.
So literally the moments leading up to the ending of Vaughn's life, he couldn't even be around Durk. And then the same person that kills him ends up under the same stipulation with
Y'all see
Quando
how
Rondo.
life do
They
that?
can't be around
Y'all
each
see
other.
how- y'all
But
see that?
obviously Quando's excited for his friend because his friend essentially, I'm not gonna say saved his life because it was a fight,
Right.
but he defended his friend and then was charged with the murder and beat it. So of course Quando's gonna be happy for him.
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, it's not like he charged with anything. It's not like he my co-defendant. Why I can't be around him? Ain't like he did nothing. But that was one of the restrictions, not to be around though.
Now, there was a rumor around this time that there was a $1 million bounty on your head.
Yeah.
Did you hear about it?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
It's like, damn, at the moment somebody could really want to take that and really try to do something, but it's like at the end of the day, is you gonna be able to go back and get that money? Like, is you gonna make it back home? Cause it's like, it's not like I might just sit here and let no one come kill me. So it's like, I'm gonna stand on my 10. I'm gonna stand my ground. So it's like, you could try to do what you're trying to do, but is you gonna be able to go get your money? Like, is you gonna be able to make it back home? Is you ever gonna be able to see them $1 million? Like,
Okay, so he's looking at it from the perspective of, I'm not a bitch,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and y'all be worried about the wrong thing, cause it's like how, like, what if like one of your like own like people, I don't know, bro, you know this world get crazy. Like, what are your own people? Like, I feel like people think just cause they got a gun, like that just make them like, you turn your back, you got a gun. If your back turns, somebody behind you with a gun in your head, what does the gun do for? It don't do nothing, bro. Like, the gun only do something if you prepare. So like, if somebody sneak attack you or they kill you, like slime you or something, like, you not, that don't do nothing, folks. Like, it don't do nothing to you. It don't matter how tough you is, bro. Like, that just don't do nothing.
See, who I just killed.
Like,
Are you gonna be able to just come take me out? And I'll say this, right? I disagree and agree with what he said for different reasons. I disagree with, I'm a killer too. Bro, when they hop out, there ain't nothing you could fucking do. And we've seen this with, multiple situations, from Zoo getting killed to Duck getting killed. When they jump out and you got 4 or 5 people firing at you in broad day, like, there's nothing, your reaction, you might be able to pull out, you might be able to even fire off. But when you got 4 different guns aimed at you and they're all going off,
bro, good.
and the thing is, you'll ride around and you might see it coming and be like, oh, they ain't gonna do that. We're in front of all these people, all these cameras, and they jump out and it just happens. It just happens. Your last memory was thinking they ain't gonna do it, and then they do it, and then they all get locked up, right? Because you're being logical with illogical minds. Now, the logic that I'm thinking of is, would they even be able to see the money? Because realistically, if you want to break things down from a logical standpoint, Durk makes all of his money legally. unless he's doing small venues where he's getting paid cash, he's doing major arenas, major shows. He's not getting paid cash, bro. They're signing contracts for these things. You know what I mean? So all of this money is coming into his account. They can monitor all of this. So realistically, you think that he's gonna be able to withdraw $1 million and it just disappears and there's no purchase history? Like, he had $1 million on $1 million worth of game. Let's actually look at that. So just that right there, right? This is supposed to be $1 million on $1 million worth of game. That right there is a crazy flex in itself, right? Yeah. Bro has $1 million sitting on the table. This was also in a music video. So again, you can see the money all sitting there at the table. Everybody, apparently some of the people in this video is supposedly involved in the federal murder that they're talking about.
That's wild.
But you can see he's got a ton of money on the table. And you know, yeah, like, you can go to the bank and withdraw a lot of money. That ain't difficult to do. But for that money to just disappear, to take a legal $1 million and then there's no purchase history and it disappears, and then there's rumors tying you into, allegedly there was $1 million bounty on this dude and then he got smacked. You don't think they're gonna put 2 and 2 together? So it's like, from a logical standpoint, how the fuck do you think you're really gonna get that $1 million, bro? Because Durk ain't just gonna pull up on you in a private jet and be like, here's $1 million. And you just walk away with $1 million in cash and that's not suspicious. Like, it sounds like a lot of bullshit. If Durk's homie is like, yo, you know, you gonna get $1 million, you go smack him. All right, you go smack him, and then they're just like, fuck you, we ain't giving you shit. What can you really do? Realistically, you're not gonna get the fucking money. And it doesn't sound like anybody got any money. It sounds like the only thing they're trying to allege is they might have ended up in a music video with them. Other than that, there's not a clear transaction that took place, which is exactly what I think Durk's lawyer is gonna target. Nobody ever got paid.
Right.
No promise was ever made from Durk's mouth, and we can't control the hearsay that comes out of other people's mouths. We can't control that he said somebody would get promised for something. That's him. That's not Durk. He didn't speak on behalf of Durk. He spoke on behalf of himself. And I think that is the angle Durk's lawyer is gonna take. But there's one more thing I want to look up before I end this video. Okay, after doing my Googles, it would appear John Wick had a bounty from 2 million to 14 million to 20 something million. But I just wanted to see the comparison, because if it was $1 million and that many people were trying to smack him, it's just insane that in the real world situation, you know, people can throw around crazy numbers like, oh, there was $1 million hit on his head, da 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 da. It's just like, realistically, when have we ever heard of that? And when has there been a case where somebody actually got paid $1 million? I feel like it's easy to say it, it's easy to allege it, but in reality, it doesn't happen like that. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section.
No, you just broke that down. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking.
He just broke that down on bro. He just broke that down. Oh, nah, that was real. But you never know. You know, people, they shoot. They'll do it just to become a fan. Like, they'll do it just to be in the video. Like, you know? And some people do it for free. $1 million in legal fees. Bro, he just locked. Hey, I ain't gonna lie on, bro. They said the real killer is the lawyer. It's a lot going on. They talking about the real killer is the lawyer. What the freak? They talking about facts. They agree with y'all boys. I don't know. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't agreeing. I ain't disagreeing. I don't know. That seemed crazy though. Bro. It's a lot going on in these comment sections. They blowing me. Hey, that ad really worked though. That ad really worked, bro. That ad really worked. And I ain't gonna lie though. Hey, he was kind of speaking. He was speaking facts. I ain't gonna lie. I don't got nothing to say. Like, he just broke that thing down. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Y'all see the comments. It's a lot of people saying, I don't know. They talking about the lawyer did it. She. I don't know, bro. It don't even seem like they got the person who actually killed him. Like his friend, fool. I don't know. I don't got a clue. All glory to God, though, bro. I don't got too much to say, bro. Hope you have a good day or a good night whenever y'all watching this, man. Jesus love y'all. Have a blessed day, man.